Hello, hello, and welcome to day 5 of your yoga challenge. Today we are going to work on a balancing posture, Warrior 3. Balancing postures are really good for this season because fall is a Vata season, which means things are getting a lot cooler, a lot drier. There tends to be more wind, and that can leave us feeling very ungrounded, having a difficult time focusing, really distracted by a lot of different things, and feeling kind of flighty. And so balancing postures, they really help to ground us down. You really have to focus on rooting down to find that balance, that tipping point where you're stable. And you also really have to concentrate and focus all of your energy and efforts on finding that balance. So those two aspects help to kind of counter everything that's going on in this season that can leave us feeling ungrounded and distracted. So we will start with just a really brief warm-up. As usual, feel free to pause it and do a few more things if you would like, but I'm trying to keep these brief and quick. So just start by reaching your arms out at shoulder height and rotating at the shoulders. And then rotate the wrists and reverse the direction. Point the fingers up and press the palms out. And then draw fingertips together and point them down towards the armpits. Then reach the arms up high. Really ground your sits bones down, relax the shoulder blades down, lift through the crown of your head, finding nice long sides and spine. And then clasp the fingers and turn the palms up. With an inhale, gently lift the chest. And then exhale, curl down, tucking the chin and lowering the hands. And with an inhale, lift up. Exhale to curl down. Inhale, lift. Move a couple more times with your breath. Just really trying to slow the breath down. And then with your next inhale, hold the hands up high. You can release the fingers. Again, relax shoulder blades. Take a big inhale, lifting up to the crown of the head. And then exhale, release the hands down behind you. Clasp the fingertips, draw elbows together behind you. Inhale to lift the chest. Breathe into the top of the chest. Starting to create more space in the front of the spine, in front of the shoulders. And slow, deep breaths. And you can exhale, release. Inhale the arms up high again. And then exhale, turn to the right. Bring your right hand behind you, left hand to the right knee. Inhale, lifting through the crown of the head and turn your gaze over your right shoulder. Breathe into your belly and find a gentle twist. And turn just your gaze over your left shoulder. And then reach the right arm up above you and over. Ground that right hip down as you reach up through the fingertips. And you can inhale, lift up. Exhale, release to center. And inhale the arms up high again. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale, reaching through the crown of the head. Gaze turns over your left shoulder. Breathe into your belly. Turn your gaze over your right shoulder. And with an inhale, reach the left arm up. Round that left hip down as you reach through the fingertips. And exhale to release, coming back to center. Inhale the arms open to shoulder height, and then exhale, cross them in front of you, right under left. Bend the elbows and bring the palms of the hands together. Inhale to lift the elbows to shoulder height. Exhale, the shoulder blades slide down. Breathe into the upper back and shoulders. And draw your right ear down towards your left shoulder. Inhale, lifting the head up to center. Open the arms wide. And then cross them in front of you again. This time left under right. Bending the elbows, palms come together. Inhale, lifting elbows to shoulder height. Exhale, the shoulder blades down. Breathe into the upper back. Draw the left ear down towards the left shoulder. And inhale, lifting the head to neutral. Open the arms wide. And then relax them down. Roll the shoulders out a couple times. Great. And then come on to hands and knees on your mat. Placing knees under hips. And hands under shoulders, wrists under shoulders, moving into a couple cat-cows. Inhale to drop the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale, tucking the chin and lifting the spine. And keep moving with your breath. Continuing to find nice, deep, slow breaths. And then come to a flat back. Reach your right leg back behind you. Tuck the toes under on the mat and draw the heel back so you feel a stretch in your calf. And then with an inhale, lift the right leg up behind you. Exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, extending the leg long. And exhale, tucking the knee in. Move a couple more times with your breath. And then keep that leg extended long behind you. Engage the core and reach the left arm up. Really press back through that heel. That lifted leg is strong. Core is strong. Reach through the fingertips. Big inhale and exhale, release. And then extend the left leg behind you. Press the heel back. Toes on the mat. Inhale, lifting that leg up behind you, pressing back through the heel still. And then exhale, pull the knee in towards the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tuck everything in. 2 more times. And with your next inhale, keeping that leg extended long, reach through the heel, core is strong. Lift the right arm up. Thumb points up towards the ceiling. Nice long line of energy pulling back through the heel and reaching forward through the fingertips. Big inhale and release. And then let's come into a downward facing dog. Spread the fingers wide. Wrists are under shoulders. Elbows turn forward. Tuck the toes under. Lift the hips up. So we went through all of these motions before, but really ground, index finger and thumb down. Elbows turn out. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Belly pulls in towards the spine. Thighs internally rotate. Hips lift as the heels ground down. Take a big inhale. Lift the right foot up behind you. Exhale, step it forward into a lunge. Square your hips. Make sure that your knee is directly over your ankle or behind it, but not in front of it. Draw the shoulder blades together to open the chest. That back leg is strong, so engage the quad to lift that knee. And then with an inhale, straighten the front leg and draw the forehead down. Exhale to bend into the lunge. Inhale, lifting. Exhale into the lunge. One more time. Inhale, lifting up. Folding forward. Exhale, bend that front knee, sink the hips. Back leg is strong. And then plant the hands, step the right foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward to lunge. Again, make sure knee and ankle are in a line. Square your hips so that right leg is strong. The right glutes are engaged to press that hip forward. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back so you're opening the chest. Inhale to straighten the front leg, drawing the forehead down. Exhale, bending, sinking the hips, coming back into the lunge. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lunge. One more time. Exhale into the lunge. Hold it here. Again, strong back leg. Shoulder blades coming together. Plant the hands. Step the left foot back. Downward facing dog. Take a big inhale. And then walk both feet forward to the top of the mat. Coming into a forward fold. So place your feet under your hips. Let your neck relax. Gently tuck the tailbone down. Take a couple breaths here. And then make sure you have a slight bend in the knees. Take a big inhale, rise all the way up to standing, lifting one vertebrae at a time. And then roll the shoulders back. Come into standing. All right, so now for Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So as I said, this is a balancing posture. And I'm going to walk you through it. And we're going to do it on both legs, of course. We want to stay balanced. And the goal is to have you hold the posture on each side for 1 minute. So that's what we're working towards. So, let's start by coming into a Warrior 1. So step your right foot back behind you. Square your hips to the top of your mat. Back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Go ahead and bend the front knee. Once again, make sure that your knee doesn't come in front of your ankle. Keep them in line. Really engage. This back leg is strong. Glutes are strong to press that right hip forward. And then with an inhale, reach the arms up. Relax the shoulders down. Draw the shoulder blades together on the back so chest is open. Arms are strong here, active all the way through the fingertips. Gently draw the tailbone down. So, this is a good prep for our Warrior 3. We're basically going to be holding this same pose except balancing on that left foot and our back leg lifting up. So we're just going to turn to become parallel to the ground, perpendicular to our left leg. So from here, bring your hands to heart center, palms pressed together. Lift that right heel up. Step that foot forward a little bit. Make sure your hips are squared to the front. You'll still have a little bit of bend in that front leg. You are going to lean forward, straighten that front leg, lift your right foot up behind you. Really press back through the heel. That leg is super strong, like you're pressing a wall away from you through your foot. Keep your hips square to the ground. You want your back leg internally rotated, so think about turning your pinky toe to point down towards the ground. Keep the shoulder blades drawing together so your chest is open, and then reach your arms forward. And go ahead and come down. Step your right foot forward, shake the hips out. It's a pretty intense pose. So, let's walk through it again on the other side. Big points, that lifted leg, super strong. Really engage that leg, really press the heel back. That's going to be a key to finding your balance in this pose. That standing leg is also strong, really rooted down into the ground. Keep your hips squared to the ground as well. So this time your left foot steps back. Let's start again in Warrior One. So back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Square your hips forward to the top of your mat. Bend your front knee, keeping it over or behind your ankle, but not in front of it. Keep that knee centered on your front foot as well. Strong back leg. So just as when we're lifting, we want that back leg engaged. It needs to be engaged here too. Really ground through the heel. Engage the glutes to square the hips. Lift the arms up. Relax the shoulders down. Draw shoulder blades together on the back. Open chest here. Tailbone gently tucks down. Really ground that back heel down. Feel the strength of your back leg. You want it to feel just the same when it's lifted up behind you. Go ahead and release hands down to heart center. Lift the back heel up. Step that foot forward a little bit. Keep a little bit of a bend in the front knee. And then slowly lean forward. Straighten that front leg. Lift the left foot up behind you. Press that heel back. Really strong in that back leg. Turn the pinky toe down towards the ground. Just internally rotate the thigh and help square those hips. Glutes are strong to keep that leg lifted. Quads are strong to keep the knee extended. Heel is reaching back. Reach the arms forward. Draw the shoulder blades together, keeping the chest open here. Big inhale, and then exhale, slowly release that back foot down. Step the left foot forward, shake the hips up. Okay, so now we're going to come into it for the count. So we're going to do 1 minute on each side. Let me set my timer here so I can let you know. We'll start with switching it out. So step that right foot back behind you. Heel is lifted. Square your hips forward. Slight bend in the front knee. Hands together at heart center. Lean forward. Lift that back heel up. Straighten the front leg. And then we start the timer. So press that heel back. Internally rotate the thigh. Toes point down. Reach the arms forward. Keep that back leg strong. Remember, you're pressing a wall away from you. Ground that standing foot down. Core is strong. Square the hips. Draw shoulder blades together on your back. Keeping the chest open. Keep lifting that back leg up. We're now at 30 seconds. We're halfway there. You can do this. Press the heel back, square the hips. Draw shoulder blades together. Reach through the fingertips. Strong arms. Really ground that standing foot down. Lift that back leg up. 45 seconds. Almost there. 10 more seconds. Keep lifting. Pull the core in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, release. Good job. That's pretty intense, right? Lots of grounding, lots of strength in that standing leg and in your lifting leg. Remember to keep both legs super strong. Okay, so let's do it on the other side. So step your left foot behind you, a little bit of a bend in that right knee. Back heel is lifted up. So you're going to kind of spring yourself forward. Start with hands at heart center. Square your hips. Starting from the right position, really ground that right foot down into the ground. Inhale, lifting through the crown of the head, shoulder blades pull together. And then lean forward, lift that left leg up. And starting. So, press that heel back. Turn the toes, the pinky toe down towards the ground to internally rotate the thighs. Square the hips. Core is strong to keep your torso lifted. Reach your hands forward. Draw the shoulder blades together on your back. Opening the heart here. If you lose your balance, it's okay. Come back into it. Keep pressing that heel back. We're now at 30 seconds. Reaching through the fingertips. Square those hips. Reach that heel up and back. Keep pressing. You can do it. We're now at 45 seconds. You're almost there. Making it happen. Keep grounding that standing leg down real strong. Both legs super strong. And we're at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Nicely done. Shake those hips out. Flop the arms around. Roll the shoulders. Well done, guys. That is great. It's a big challenge. In the back as well. The glutes and the legs. Working things out here. So let's go ahead and stretch it out a little bit. If you want to do some more poses, if you want to work on things that we've talked about before, your downward facing dog, your chaturanga, your plank, totally do it. And as always, make sure that you send me questions if you have any of them. So, to stretch ourselves out, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. And let's hold it here for a minute. Make sure you have a gentle bend in the knees. Really let the head fall down. So shake the head, yes. And nod now. Gently tuck the tailbone down to protect the high hamstrings. It's a very subtle movement, but it's very important to keep us from overextending those hamstrings. Really let your back muscles relax. Feel a stretch in the back of the legs. And with an inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Plant the hands and step back into a downward facing dog. You know what to do here. Ground those fingers down, especially the index finger and thumb. Turn the eyes and elbows forward. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Pull the belly in. Internally rotate the thighs. Lift the hips and ground the heels. Take a couple deep breaths here. And then come down onto your knees. And release into child's pose. So bring your knees wide so your chest can fall down. Extend your arms long. Let your hips sink. If you can, rest your forehead down on the ground. Lift your hands up onto your fingertips. Tuck the tailbone down. Release the hands down. You can keep them extended long or bring them back by your side. Take some deep breaths here. Go ahead and hold your child's pose as long as you would like. Really letting your spine extend, your back relax. Feel your hips really sinking down, heavy. Just let yourself melt down. Nice deep, slow breaths. You want to get a stretch in your sides. You can stay folded forward and just walk your hands over to the right. Reach that left arm out. Inch the fingers forward to stretch out the left side. And then walking back to center. And then over to the left. Inch those right fingers out to stretch the right side. And then come back to center. Again, hold this pose as long as you would like. Deep breaths. Relax. Thank yourself for your hard work. Congratulate yourself for whatever you were able to do in that pose. A challenging pose requires a lot of strength and a lot of balance. Balance is something we have to work really hard to build up to. So wherever you're at, be thankful. Thank your body. Honor where you are. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Enjoy your day.